Hello there, Pisces. Welcome. Let's look into the energies that are showing up for you at this time. What do we have for Pisces? There is some form of scenario that seems to be playing. It keeps playing. And the way that I'm getting this, right, it's like a tape recorder. It could be an expression as well. Now, it could be someone in your energy that is working on a performance, or you could also be maybe there's something to do with a performance that you are about to do, or maybe it's to do with your own creative expression as well. But the emphasis here is on expression. Now, it could be speaking, it could be, yeah, I see someone pacing back and forth, right? So that is where the scenario keeps playing in my head, right? So this is, I feel like I'm picking up on someone's energy, but it feels like there's a pacing back and forth, form of a, you know how you have a play, a script, and then you're practicing before you come on stage or before you, yeah. So this is how I found myself preparing for this reading. Now, it doesn't mean I don't usually prepare, but this one felt like I was looking at a script or looking for words. So this could be a love connection for some of you. This could be someone familiar, or maybe someone is manifesting you as well, but there's that aspect of expression as well as emotions that this is coming with. Okay, so let's see what is coming from the intuitive whispers. Unraveling, that is number 2. Unraveling is a listening card. So I feel like there is some form of unfolding that is happening here. You see that portal that is opened up. It's like, let's get one more. The precious present moment, and that is 2911. So this is 2 2, and then one more, 36, one next step. So this is a call to action card. This is a rebuilding card. So you have listening, rebuilding, and a call to action. So it tells me that there is a clearing that you could be doing, or something that has been cleared out of your way. Now, it's like it's all part of the process. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, Inspiration Hunt, number 24, which is, I feel like that is a rebuilding card as well, together with the precious present moment. So you see how the stones are placed, and what is beneath them is like a combination of sky and water together, as above, so below energy. And 3, 6 adds up to number 9. I feel like there's something that feels to be, it's like it's turning, like that tape recorder, so to speak. And in order for the sound to come out, in order for maybe the music to play, the recorder has to keep going. Now, you could see that in the physical, you could not see what is really happening, but it feels like the wheels being in motion. So what it's telling me is that there is an inner unfolding that is happening for you, something that you cannot see. And I gave the scenario of someone pacing back and forth. I feel like you can pick up on that energy. Now, the reason that is coming up is because it's like there's a stage, and this stage has a podium. There's a performer on that podium, and they're starting from the bottom up. So there's a bottom up kind of, could be a bottom up approach that you go about as well. Okay, so let's get to the scenario. And you're on that stage, on that podium, and then you're rising. You're holding, it could be a microphone, something that you is acting as a bonus this time around to express yourself. But then what is really coming as that expression is within yourself, right? It's from your core. This is what is helping you to show up there in the first place. So your preparation is actually your core area. So there's a strong core that you are building, and as you're building that core, sometimes it can be, it's situations that happen around you. It's something that you can feel, you may not see, that is building you up to get to that level. Now as you are rising, you're rising and you are getting more prepared, breathing and all of that, then there are people around you that are screaming. Let's picture a concert here. There are people around you that are screaming, and you never know what they're saying. It could be, I love you, Pisces. It could be, hey, maybe they're saying something else. Maybe they're chatting with their friends. But altogether, if you look at a bigger picture of that, or people watching you from a television, a TV, all of that, maybe people watching you, they're all hearing the same thing from the crowd. Okay, so there's something about you coming back to that center. Now, some people are there to watch you, and this is where you have situations you cannot control. Maybe who buys the tickets, who comes to watch you. You cannot control all of that. Maybe as you're rising, you could identify someone or something, right? And your number one priority is you're standing tall on what is elevating you. And as you stand tall, your legs may be a bit like spread a bit so that you can gain your balance again, right? While you're attending to the matters around you, while you're attending to what is happening around you. And everything that is happening, all people can see is your glamour. All people can see is you showing up. So this is why I'm getting what is coming for you here is more of what is happening behind the scenes. That tape recorder, so to speak. And it's to do with your brain, it's to do with your nervous system, it's to do with the way that you show up confidently. So some of you could really be performing, or you could be out there doing your creative expression as well. And I feel like this message is coming to do with not getting caught up. It could be in a drama. It could be in some, again, I feel like some of this you don't even know where it's coming from, right? It's to do with how you come back to that center again and again. And I feel like this is so important, especially if you have experienced a lot of trauma, if you have had a lot impact, that nervous system once again, because that is where your records are. That is what everything that you need, everything that I'm seeing here, it's really just again a bonus. And it's like you let's change that around right now. Let's take it out from a concert to a presentation. And you're doing a presentation. You're coming with your PowerPoint, however you have made that presentation, you're coming with yourself, you're all dressed up. And there are people that may be sleeping, there are people that may be chatting, but then you're keeping your attention on those who are actually like maybe nodding their heads, looking at you. You have identified your allies, maybe before or even during that presentation, right? So I feel like this is what this message is all about, because ultimately, you see that number 24 right there, inspiration hunt. You're going to be having continuous inspiration come to you. You're going to be having a new light, a lot of light that is coming to you, because even that aspect of showing up is all about your authenticity. Because that presentation, you may have gotten the references from Google, you may have gotten, everything is not really like really new, but then is what you are bringing, your essence that you continuously bring. And that is what makes you shine. That is what is bringing you to a promotion. I feel like a lot of you are having promotion, whether in your workplace, wherever you are, whether it is that you're leaving something, you're making some changes. But it's like with this promotion, there are new principles that you're coming to. There are new values that you're coming to as well. What matters to you? And as you're doing that, this is resonating with a core frequency. So it feels really, really beautiful. And whatever you are coming to feels like it's one where you cannot question much, because you know how to come back to the center again and again to gain clarity, even with the outside noise, the distractions, anything that may want to come back around, planetary alignments as well, and the changes that happen that you may hear, oh, tomorrow Uranus is here, all of that. At the end of the day, you come back to your center and you gain that important guidance that takes you to the next level. So this is how you know that you are right on track. So even if you're not right on track or you don't feel like it, you will come back again on track because you have always been on track. And that is what makes you right on track. Okay, so let's see what is coming up from the angels and ancestors. As regards someone in your energy, I do feel sincerely there could be someone, maybe again you do not know this person, but there could be some shared experiences that you're having with people as well. And maybe this is why this message is coming, where you're able to honor that essence or operate from that essence again and again. What do we have for Pisces? Sage. Okay, the Sage card is here. Be devoted and committed. And you see that person is holding a pen and a notepad. The inspiration hunt, precious present moment, also gives me an energy of serene. It's like, yeah, you have that serene energy. Of course, this is your serene energy, as being Pisces, or you have Pisces in your energy as well. But there seems to be that serene confidence that you hold, and everything about this message feels to be upholding that, rather than adding maybe an advice or adding something. No, it's just, how do you uphold that? Okay, yeah, this is what this card feels like. So the Sage card is here. And then we have arrows. Surround yourself with protective energy. Absolutely. So you see, even with the concert, the scenario of the concert, of the presentation, there was the emphasis on what is adding to you, in terms of not addition like a piling up, but what is benefiting, what is upholding you, what is building you up. As that platform is going up, how are you focusing on the energies that are uplifting that platform? Because you understand that out of 100%, there could be a certain percentage there, and it's an acknowledgement, not so much, you know, what I would call tilting towards those energies. Is more about how do you bring back a recalibration and a balance into your life. And I feel like you can apply this in any which way, especially your relationships, past, present, and what is coming in. At the bottom of the deck, Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. You do understand that there are threats. You know this, and this is where you pick up on a lot as well. What do we have from the life and career deck for Pisces? Perspective. And now this is Sagittarius Jupiter energy. Jupiter is also your ruling planet, so perspective says everything about Pisces energy. So I feel like there is something that you are moving with. Yeah, it's to do with paradigm shifting. If you change the way, okay, let's change that around. Talk about perspective. You are changing the way you are looking at things, and you're seeing everything in a brand new light that is helping you get to where you want to be. And one more, gifts. You are uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? Star power. I mean, I feel like this message is just star power says you need engaging work, or you could be doing engaging work. So for example, you could be an engagement worker, or you like to engage in situations as well. You need engaging work that will let your talents shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. So you could have some connection to Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Virgo is here as well. And of course, any other sign. So let's go for the, I'll go for the Sage, because the arrow talks about, some kind of vibration that you're upholding, that for core frequency. And then we have the Shaolin Master, which is very similar to the arrow to some capacity, where you're building about a new sense of kinesis. Yeah, there are new gifts that are showing up for you with the 3-6 energy, new gifts that are coming for you in terms of kinesis. So you're able to bend different elements. Sage, be devoted and committed. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Wow. So do you see that? It says be willing to go the whole road and back again. And that is exactly what this energy feels like. It feels like that cycle that you are going around, but this cycle is not so much that it's just going around in cycles and no movement forward. This one is actually taking you, and then you're seeing how there is an outlet. You're seeing that your efforts are paying off. You're seeing that your work, whatever it is that you're on right now, or some plans, they are coming to fruition as well. So I'm going to read that again before we carry on. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and all of your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. Wow. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important that you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you're going to share those teachings one day too. And guess what this page is on? 63. So you could be a teacher as well. You could be coming to a new commitment, or you're having some changes in your commitment. But I feel like however this is happening for you is one where you are elevated. You see, even that podium, if I'm not mistaken, I may have been making the round cycle, because that is what it feels like. It feels like a round cycle. It feels like something has come full circle, and there is a table. There are meetings that are happening behind you, maybe on your behalf, or something that is being made, decisions that are being made, you can't see them, but all of that, there will be warnings that come for you, of course, if this part resonates for you. But there is something about your full circle moment, right? You have a comeback, you have victory, and is not dismissing everything else that could be a threat that you are very well aware of, but is one that helps you to elevate. It's like, how do you continuously use this to elevate yourself? Right there, Pisces. I wish you, and of course, elevate yourself. Elevating yourself means also elevating others all at the same time. But right there, I wish you a blessed rest of your weekend. I'll come back with the weekly readings as well, and do take care. Bye bye.